Hello friends. In the last class we have started with unit 4, that is game playing. In the last class we have talked about adversarial search, where two agents are acting in a competitive mode and they play alternately. Then we have seen the concept of zero sum games, where the sum of the utility values of the agent remains constant. So we have seen the example of chess. Okay, where we can have, if a player wins, we can have utility value as 1. So obviously the other player will lose, so its utility value will be 0. The sum of the utilities will be 1. If player A loses, then its utility value will be 0. Then utility of B will be 1. So sum is 1. If it is a draw case, then again the sum is again it is a 1. So they are called as zero sum games. Then we have seen how to formulate a game problem. So we can define a game problem using 6 components. That is, first one is initial state, that is represented by S0. What is the starting point of the game? The next one is the player S function, which gives us which player has the move from the current state S. The next one is the action S function, which gives us the set of actions available with the agent from the state S. The next one is the result S. This function has two parameters, S comma A. Okay, so what is the result of action A on state S? The next one is the Boolean function called terminal test. If the current state is a terminal node or a leaf node, that function will return true. The next one is, the last one is the utility function. So if the current node is a leaf node, utility function will tell us the utility value of that node. Okay. Then we have seen the minimax algorithm. So how to find the optimal strategy for a player? So we can find that using minimax algorithm. So let us consider this two-player game tree. So this is an imaginary game. Okay. So we always start with a player called max. Okay. So these are three actions are possible for a max. Then these are the actions possible for min. And these are the utility value that a player can achieve if it reaches to that particular branch. Okay. So now let us apply the minimax algorithm on this example. So we have seen the recursive definition of minimax algorithm in a previous class. So it says the minimax value of this player B will be the minimum of the minimax value of its child. Okay, so it will be minimum of the minimax value of its child. As the childs are the leaf node, their minimax value will be their utility values. Okay, so which is 3, 15 and 8. Okay, so minimax value of B will be minimum of this. Similarly, minimax value of C will be minimum of 2, 4, 6, and minimax value of D is mean of 14, 5 and 2. The next one. So in this way we are obtaining the minimax value of these three nodes. Now this is the maximizing node. It will take a max of that. Okay, if that node wants to maximize its reward, okay, it will take a max of that. So ultimately we will get max. The result of this function is 3, then 2 and 2. We are getting 3. So in order to ensure a reward equals to 3, we have to make this move, and then in response to this move, the mean player will play this move. Okay, and we are assuming that both the players are playing optimally. Okay, if a mean player is not playing optimally, he may play this move. Okay, so in that case, we will get a reward higher than this ensured reward. Okay, so this is the minimax algorithm. So as you can observe here, minimax algorithm is exploring all the nodes. Okay, that's why it is extremely inefficient. Okay, if you consider a game tree, with constant branching factor of b and depth equals to D, its complexity will be b raised to power d, which is exponential. So it is very extremely inefficient. Okay. So how can we reduce the complexity of Minimax algorithm? So if we able to prune some of the branches, if we can cut off the search at certain level, then our search will become little bit efficient, right? So is there any chance of, is there any scope of pruning? Scope of pruning in Minimax algorithm. So let us see this example only. Consider we have not explored these two nodes. Okay, we have not visited 4 and 6, so its values are unknown. Okay, and let us continue with the algorithm. So this function will remain mean 2 comma x comma y, and mean of that is 2. So now what is the significance of this statement? So it is a maximum. So this branch is giving us the reward as 3. This branch is giving us a reward of 2, and this is saying that this function is will give us a value less than or equals to 2. Okay, so which is not required, right? It is not affecting our final result of as 3, right? So we need not to visit these branches, and which are those branches? This one. Okay, so we can prune our search at this moment. Okay, so we have algorithm, modified version of Minimax algorithm, that is known as alpha beta pruning. Okay, so let us start with that algorithm, alpha beta pruning. Okay, one thing we can notice that Minimax algorithm is giving us the optimal strategy. Okay, so the only problem with the Minimax algorithm is that its time complexity. Okay, so what is our aim? First aim is we want same optimal strategy. Okay, we want same optimal strategy that we would have obtained from Minimax algorithm, and we want to achieve pruning. These are two aims of for using alpha beta pruning, right? Okay, so for every node we maintain two variables here, that is alpha and beta. Okay, so alpha actually is useful for max nodes. Okay, and beta is useful for mean node. So always remember, alpha is useful for max node and beta is useful for mean node. And we generally initialize alpha as minus infinity and beta as plus infinity. Okay, consider this example. Consider this is max node, and these are the options available with the max node. Now we will initialize max node as minus infinity. Now if we visit this branch, its minimax value will be 3. Its max value is 3. Now max node wants to maximize its value, right? So it is expecting a value greater than 3. Okay, so then we will visit this node. So now it is getting 4. It is expecting value higher than 4. Then we will visit this branch, and now we are getting 5 value. So now it will become equal to 5 because we have visited all the branches. So max value of this max node became 5, right? So that's why we have to set a lower value, minimum value possible. That's why we initialize as minus infinity. Okay, so at any moment alpha value defines the lower bound on max value. So remember, alpha defines the lower bound. Okay, so lower bound. So at this moment 3 was the lower bound. Initially it was minus infinity. Okay, then we have increased till 3, then 4, and then 5. Okay, so this is the final exact max value. Okay, so always remember alpha will be the lower bound. Then beta, consider this as the minimum node. So this is mean node, and these are the values possible. Okay. Now we have said the mean value as beta value of mean node as plus infinity. Okay, which is the highest value possible. Okay, mean node wants to minimize the reward, right? Okay, so now we will visit this node, and this is lower than this one. It will be updated to minus 2, but mean node wants a value less than that. Okay, then we will visit this node, that is minus 4, which is less than that. So we will update that, and it will become minus 4, but we want a value lower than that. Then we will visit that. Okay, and okay, which is higher. Okay, so beta value of this mean node will become minus 4. Okay, that's why this beta value defines the upper bound. Okay, so that is the significance of all alpha beta. Okay, so remember that. Okay, so what is the main idea of this alpha beta pruning? Okay, so remember this statement, we cut off the search, when we cannot do better than the best so far. Okay, so remember this line, we cut off the search when we cannot improve our result. Okay, we cannot do better than the best so far. Okay, so pruning will happen in two cases. So always remember, pruning may happen at max node, or it may happen at mean node. Okay, at max node, what is the condition? If the alpha value, because max node will have alpha value, if alpha becomes greater than equals to the beta value of mean ancestor. Okay, at mean node the pruning will happen if beta becomes less than equals to the alpha value of max node, max ancestor. Okay, so remember these 2 points. Okay, that will help you in while applying the alpha beta pruning algorithm. So let me just cross check. So everything is fine. So now let us apply alpha beta pruning algorithm on the same example. Okay. Okay, so now let us apply alpha beta values. Okay, so at every node we have to maintain alpha beta value. So we will initialize the alpha as minus infinity, okay, as discussed earlier, and beta value as the plus infinity. Okay, here also same thing. Okay, now and you have to traverse in a depth first search manner. So this node will be always explored. Okay, so now, and this is mean node and this is max node. Okay, so mean node will want to minimize the reward, right? Okay, so now, and mean will work on the beta value, right? Okay, so this node is explored. Okay, so beta value will be updated to 3. Okay, now this node is expecting value less than 3. Okay, then we will go to this branch. Okay, now 15 is there, so no, there will be no change in the beta value. Then you will explore this node. Okay, then again it is higher than the beta value because it is expecting a value less than 3, right? Okay, so now finally all nodes are explored, so the alpha value and beta value become 3. Okay, now this is the max node. Now the alpha value of this node will become 3. Now this node is expecting a value greater than 3. Okay, so this will become a lower bound now. Okay, now we will go to this branch. Now this is the mean node, so we will operate on a beta value now. Then this node will be explored, so its utility value is 2, so its beta value will be changed. Now at this mean node, check whether our pruning is possible or not. Okay, so beta value at this moment, a beta value of the mean node, beta value is less than the alpha value of its max ancestor. Its max ancestor is this one. 2 is less than 3, so we can prune this branch. Okay, all the remaining branches. Okay, which is very obvious, right? This branch is giving us the reward of 3, and this is saying that this may give me at most 2. Okay, at most 2, right? Even if we have -1, it will give you -1, right? Okay, so that's why we can prune these branches. Okay, now let us dive in this branch. Okay, so we'll go here, and here we have 14. So this is a mean node, so its beta value will be updated. Okay, as soon as we update the beta value of this node, okay, so beta value of ancestor will be also updated. Okay, its upper bound will be reduced to 14. Okay, the next one we will visit this node, that is 5. So then, which is lower, right? Okay, so we'll update the value of the beta. Okay, and here also that value will be updated. Okay, so previous value are overridden, right? So this will go away. Okay, then we will visit this branch, and its beta value will become 2. Okay, and here we will not have 2. There will be no case where alpha will become beta. Okay, so we'll have 3 only, and our algorithm will stop here. Okay, so out of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, these 2 values, 2 branches are pruned. Okay, so that is the working of alpha beta. Okay, so at every node you maintain the values of alpha and beta. Okay, you initialize them with -infinity and infinity, and keep on updating them. Okay, at every node possible you check these conditions. If these conditions are satisfied, then you can prune those branches. Okay, so let us see another example. So now actually it is a 4-ply game tree. Utility values are 4, 5, 3, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 10, 2, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 14. As usual, we will start with max node. This is min node, max node, and min node. Okay. So now let us apply alpha beta algorithm here. So, and actually the previous method it becomes very complicated to maintain all the values. Okay. So simply I will use the simplified way. So we will traverse in the first search panel. Okay. Now this is a min node. Now 4 is visited. So initially it will be plus infinity, right? Okay. Now 4 is visited. Now min node. It wants to minimize this value. Okay. As 4 is less than this one. Okay. So it will be updated by 4, right? So it is expecting a value less than 4. Now we will visit this branch. It is 5. So it will become 5. So min value, beta value of this node will become 5. Now max, it is initially minus infinity. Now it will get this value will be backed up. Okay, so it will become a 5, and it is expecting a value greater than 5. Okay, so we will go in this branch. Okay, so initially it will be plus infinity. Then it tries to minimize this value. Now this node is visited, that is 3, so it will become less than equals to 3. Okay, at this node, this is a min node, its beta value is less than the alpha value. At min node, beta value is less than the alpha value of the max ancestor, so we can cut off. So this is proved. Then we will come here when it is less than 5. So it is 4 here. It is a min node, so it wants the minimum value of this. Okay, so that is 4. Okay. Then next, okay, here see. So initially it will be minus infinity. It is plus infinity here. Okay. Now min node wants to minimize this value. So we are having a 6 value. So it is expecting a value less than equals to 6. Then we have to traverse this 7. Okay, because 6 is greater than 4, right? So this condition is not satisfied. So 7 is visited. Okay, as 7 is greater than beta, there is no change in the beta, so it will become an exact value. So minimax value of this node becomes 6. Now this max node is expecting a value greater than 6. Okay, but min node is having a branch which is giving him a value of 4. So at this moment, at this max node, if the alpha is greater than the beta, then we can prove. So this branch is proved. Okay. Then we will come here. Then this max is expecting value greater than 4. So here also we are having plus infinity, minus infinity, plus infinity. Okay. So now we will come here. Then so we have to go to this branch. Then here it is 1. Okay, now this is min value. Okay, 1 is smaller than this one. It wants to minimize the value. So it is expecting a value. So this node is explored. So it is expecting a value lower than this one. Okay, but at this moment, this max node is having a branch greater than 4. Okay, so we can prove this value. Okay, so you can compare this condition also. Beta is less than the alpha value of the max ancestor. Okay, so this branch is proved. Then, so this is max node. It wants the value higher than 1. So we'll come here. Then this is a min node. Okay, so this node is explored. So 2 is there, which is less than this one. So it will update the beta value, that is 2. Again, the same condition is happening. Okay, beta value of this node is less than the max ancestor. Okay, so this node is also proved. Okay, so now min wants a value less than 2. So at this moment, the beta value of the min node is smaller than the alpha value of the max ancestor. So this entire branch is proved. Okay, so which nodes are proved? These two nodes, then this one, and this 4. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 16. So 9 out of 16 nodes are pruned here. Okay, so which is very efficient, right? So in this way we can prune some of the branch using alpha beta pruning. Okay, let us cross check our answer with Minimax algorithm because we should get the same result. Okay, so let us apply Minimax algorithm very quickly. So we have to take minimum of this, so that is 4. So I will represent it with red pen. Okay, so I don't have red pen now, but okay, so I will circle them. So minimum of this is 4, then it is 2, then 6, then 8, 1, 2, 12 and 14. Then we have a maximizing node, so we have to take a maximum of that is 4, then 6, then 2 and then 14. Then we are minimizing, so minimum of 4, 6, 2 and 12, that is first we have taken minimum of this 2, 6, 8, 1, 2, 12 and 14. Then we are having maximizing node, so it should be 8 here, it should be 8 here, then 2 and 14. Okay, then we are having minimum, so minimum of this is 4 and minimum of this is 2. Then we have maximizing node, that is maximum between 4 and 2, that is 4. Okay, so which is correct, right? So both the algorithms are giving same result. Okay, so always you can cross check your answer by applying a Minimax algorithm very quickly. Okay, so now homework problem is, now you rotate this tree along this axis. Okay, you take a mirror image of this and you apply alpha beta pruning and check whether same nodes are getting pruned or not. Okay, so you try that problem. You take this mirror image of this tree. Okay, so 1 will become a first node, then 10. Okay, so consider this right tree, right subtree as the left subtree, and this as the right subtree. Okay, and you apply the alpha beta pruning. Okay, and check whether you are getting a same you are pruning the same nodes or not. Okay, so we'll stop here. Thank you.